Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. His Royal Majesty, King Takite Kochu II, through the Ghana Police Service, has called Eze Atasa.
Days after the Igbo king was bounced in Kumasi, he came to Accra with tails in between his legs. He came back to Accra. And then, after coming back to Accra, he was served a letter from the Gamache. And that is, no try celebrate that your young festival.
This is getting serious. Breaking news. The Ghana Traditional Council has called on Ghana police to stop Mr. Jude Igenetu for any New Year festival in Ghana. More tension for Mr. Jude, and this has brought a lot of reaction between Ghanaians and Nigerians. Let's take a look at these videos, and please do not forget to like the video, share and subscribe. I'll be back to throw more light on it.
Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. His Royal Majesty, King Takite Kochu II, through the Ghana Police Service, has called Eze Atasa to desist from any form of festival. So the Yam Festival has been cancelled. It has been cancelled. I'm telling you, it has been cancelled. That's the breaking news I have for you. I'll put the documents up here for you, and then you read it. It has been cancelled. So Eze Atasa, this time around, the way Ghanaians are wild on you, if I were to be you, I'll tell you later.
Hey, Ebusiafo, I said breaking. This is the breaking news, fresh news, guys. Ebusiafo, just say, I was on my way home. I've not even gotten home. Minyako, somebody is calling. When I checked, it was His Royal Majesty, King Takite Kochu II, the only Gamanche on the Greater Accra land. And on the Atuhono, the Ghana boy, we've released a statement on the 21st. No Igbo Yam Festival in Ghana. If you are a man, kaka try. If you know you are a man and you can do Igbo Yam Festival on 21st in Ghana, the king, the overlord, King Takite Kochu, Wakasa, he has spoken. He said, if you know you are a man, try. Boy, try mo no kwenuku. Ken nuji boy. Try mo no kwenuku. Obana shegi. Obana ke nuku yejin. 21st. Those of you calling me and Omobaye Yam Festival, you are seeing it there. This is straight from the Gamanche. Nobody should try and do any Igbo festival or any Yam festival on the 21st. If you try, Obana, I don't want to say some insumama ya jemebe, but if you are a man, try and do the Yam festival. If you know you are a man, try it. You will see that there is a king in Accra, and the king has spoken. King Takite Kochu, Abiyasuma, Manche Kumepe, Wana Bupo, King Takite Kochu.
Days after the Igbo king was bounced in Kumasi, he came to Accra with tails in between his legs. He came back to Accra. And then, after coming back to Accra, he was served a letter from the Gamache. And that is, no try celebrate that your Yam Festival. Yes, they say you should not celebrate that Yam Festival. So for those Tinubu people that say, we just talk. I mean, you see the effect of we talking. Yes, Dasanti sacked him, and now the Gans are saying that he should not celebrate his Yam Festival. He can celebrate it, but maybe him and his children and his wife, they can cook the yam in their house and chop. That's it. But Pan say they'll organize a grand deba, invite people. Gamache say no way, and he dare not disrespect the directive of the Gamache. Yes, he dare not disrespect. So now the Asantis has done their part. The Gamache is doing his part. It's now up to him to respect the directive from the Gamache. It's that simple. So they say, may you not chop. Now, apparently, he has already sent invitation to some people in Nigeria to come. If he be man, if man say he be the Igbo king, you should celebrate the Yam Festival.
Nigeria Ghanaian people sit down. We are Shanti King One Green. Person will die funeral. The same invitation go give people who they want make it come. That's one strange thing about invitation. It's sent. It is not demanded. People send it out. The same go give Hausa thing. The same go give Yoruba thing. The same go give everybody. They don't send give Igbo king. They don't send give. If not me, when they don't send something, give me, I go sit down my lane. But you don't come sit down your lane, you can't go. Carry your two left legs. Can't go there. Can't carry your two left legs. Can't go there. See, they don't call. So now, finally, we don't know who be that Adasa. So the Igbo king be the Adasa. Now Adasa Congo. See as they mess Adasa. Now they tell Adasa, yeah, pass like this. See as they come. And you know say face like
Mazima.
they want to do like saying they shock, like saying surprise. Wait till you be surprised. It's just strange when some people go boil yam. Then they go open the pot and go they expect jollof rice. Sometimes they don't invite you. They come bounce you. Wait, you think say your jazzman work? You think say work reach Ghana people? They say now for Accra your jazz before work. But for Kumasi, you know hear the name Kumasi. You hear the name again, Kumasi. Then they mess up for Kumasi. So you have pass like this. Let's see they worry you. Since you now your where you can't do anyhow. Since you in Accra, where your money dey for work. For Kumasi, they don't do them. Those ones they don't get a quote for eye. We say follow you. The plus one. God have mercy upon us. Ghana people na wicked, sha. But see as I just so now this guy be Adasa. In shame they shame me. Make I just face my thing. In shame the shame me. Make I drink it.
You know who I am? Do you know who I am? That do you know who I am behavior what they tell us so. Now don't go embarrass Nigerians. The two for they do in funeral. Okay, in a funeral, anybody can go. If you go, just sit down your own. If you two for come see, you want to recognize you say, oh that guy, I want to talk to him. Then you go come say, I'm the leader of the Igbo people. I'm the chief of the Igbos in Ghana. Particularly Accra, because not the whole of Ghana. Then they won't greet you. But you say, carry yourself. Carry your leg. You can't want to. They look like ghost. Come go there. Who are you? Do you know who I am? Who are you, please? I'm the Igbo king of the Igbo people in Ghana. And they do for they don't allow them to do for safe. Now bodyguard, now people say, who are you again? You understand? For example, they don't say they what's it called? They send him away. They do so that nobody send him away. They just won't let him see the king. You understand? They'll tune for like that kind of person just wake up one morning go see anyhow. Maybe so. And I mean that kind of person I'm the real king. You understand? And how did the do king be that? Now kingship be that one, no be chief. You don't understand? So the Americans never disappoint. Why this say American and places you just enter, just do anyhow. If you go there, if you do anyhow, you go see anyhow. Americans, I'm so fucking proud of you all, man. I'm so proud of you all. Oh yeah, sorry. So
they are the first people that look for the trouble of Ghanaians by taking over their businesses. Yes, you have looked for trouble. If you go to Ghana and you mind your business in Ghana, you won't have problem with Ghanaians. You won't have problem with them. But they don't mind their business. We have indigenous business. Indigenous business, you must know it. You don't go and put your hand in their own businesses. You understand? You don't put your hand in their businesses.
One of the complaints of Ghana is that they are taking over their businesses.
Yes.
And
yes.
For probably something they are said for 80, for 70 cedis, Igbos could sell out for.
Yes.
Probably Igbos knows where he gets.
No. Make I tell you something. You see, these particular Igbos, whenever two come up, they can sell without 1 naira. Their life, they don't live expensive life. That's the truth. They don't eat good food. If a man can have money, but he can't eat 2,000 naira for a meal. You understand me? If a man can have money, he can't buy a plot of 30,000 naira. He will still wear a cracker. He's a millionaire. You understand? So when they don't bring that their life now to us, the Niger Delta, it becomes a problem. You can't reduce me to that kind of height. And not only that, when they reduce it, sometimes they will not go and redo the product to become fake. and they'll begin to sell fake products, and even that destroy the name of the company that is producing that thing. You think they are selling cheap? They are not selling cheap. They have a way of making that money outside your knowledge.
So
they can open it and reduce the quantity. They can reduce, yes, they can reduce the quality, and they say cheap. And before you know, you yourself, you have conscience now. Like the business we are doing now, we cannot sell some kind of paint, but you see, an Igbo man can sell. Some of them can sell all water for person to go and paint vessel. It's not good. And when you paint that vessel, because it's cheap, the next thing your vessel begin to rust. It won't last you for 1 year. That vessel will be destroyed. And it's not good. They'll just go, he says cheap, it's cheap. That is why I don't encourage people to go for cheap. It becomes a problem. Most of the time, you want to buy something, somebody say 150, the other say 120. You went and carry the 120 or even the 100, and you think you have made money. Don't worry. You will lose. The one you use, everything you use, you have lost. Because it's going to give you something that, because one, you don't even know what it's giving you. You don't have idea. And he's not going to tell you. He will give you all the assurance you need to tell you that that thing is original. And your conscience will be satisfied because of your greed. You think you have made money. You have not made money. You understand? You have not made money. So that is the way they are doing it.
I believe Nigeria has to split, or Nigeria has to go back into regionalism. Ideally, don't split, but go back into regionalism, because the way Nigeria is set up right now just does not work. I'm being honest with you. Nigeria is set up to support numbers, support your location. And if you are a northerner, as you can see, the north, I'm from the south, I'm a southerner. If you are from the north, you're most likely Muslim. And the way Nigeria is built to support religion and numbers. And the north have both. If you are from the south, the chances of you becoming the president of Nigeria is forgotten. I, as an Igbo man from Akwa Ibom State, but I can never become president of Nigeria. I can never even become a top ranking member of office, because I am from the southern part of Nigeria, and but I'm going to say this even more. You see, a lot of the mess people hear about Nigeria typically comes from the north, from the terrorism to the illiteracy to the poverty. It's from the north. I'm going to go I'll make a deeper video on this, but let me show you guys some. So this is how Nigeria is set up. You see, there's a southwest there, there's a south, and there's a southeast. That's the southern part of Nigeria. And if you look at the north, right, from north central to northwest to northeast, that's the bulk of Nigeria. Nigeria has 230 million people. The north has 60% of 230 million people, guys. Nigeria has 230 million people. The north has more than 60% of that number. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. If you take Nigeria and you split the south and the north, the southern part of Nigeria automatically becomes one of the best African countries. I'm telling you. I'm not saying Nigeria should split. I like Nigeria as it is on paper because the numbers give us an advantage. The GDP as a collective gives us an advantage. However, we most definitely have to go back into regionalism so that people can have more autonomy over their regions. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, because right now Nigeria doesn't work. If you are not a northerner and you're not Muslim, forget it. Nigeria is built to support your religion, Islam, and support numbers, the north. That's why if you look at Nigeria, most of our presidents have been from the north. Let me show you more thing. If you look further into these details, you will see northern Nigeria is facing a raft of problems. It is economically disadvantaged compared to the rest of the country. That's a lie. The north of Nigeria is not economically disadvantaged. The north has about 43 solid minerals that are of commercial value. There is gold in the north. There is even oil in the north. There is every single commercial mineral you can find in the world. It's in the northern part of Nigeria. But the thing is this, the northern leaders, the northern elites want to focus on oil and gas in the south. And the northern elites deliberately keep the northerners poor and hungry because they're easier to control. They don't want to develop the north, because if you develop the north, the people cannot be your zombies anymore. So they keep them hungry, they keep them angry, they keep them poor, they keep them ignorant so that they're easier to control. This is what's going on in the northern part of Nigeria. This is it. This is the truth. So what I want to share with the global community is this. The bulk of the mess you hear about Nigeria comes from the northern part of Nigeria. From the poverty to the violence to the terrorism to the child marriages to the chaos. Most of it comes from the north. I'm not saying the south is perfect. Absolutely not. But I'm telling you, if you separate the northern part of Nigeria right now and you separate the south, I kid you not, the southern part of Nigeria automatically becomes one of the best countries in Nigeria. Let me show you one more thing and then I'll shut up. So what you guys see here is the 25 most educated states in Nigeria. Okay? 25 most educated states in Nigeria. This is from the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. But I want to show you guys something. Let's take a look at some of the states, because I don't think I can go through all 25. So you have Imo State, Lagos State, Ekiti State. These 3 states are in the southern part of Nigeria. Okay? Again, you have Rivers State, Abia State, Anambra State. Rivers State is in south-south, Abia State is in southeast, Anambra State is in south-southeast. Then you have Osun State. Osun State is in southwest. Edo State is in Niger Delta, south-south. Enugu State is in southeast. These are the top 25 educated states in Nigeria. Let's continue. Delta State is in the south-south. Bayelsa State is in the south-south. Kogi State is in the north, somewhere in the north. Then you have Ogun State. Ogun State is in the southwest. Ondo State is in the southwest. Oyo State is in the southwest as well. Then you have Cross River State in the south-south. This is where my mother is from. Akwa Ibom State in the south-south. This is where my father is from. Federal Capital Territory. This is in the north. So you guys see, this is what I'm talking about. The most educated people in Nigeria come from the southern part of Nigeria. The most intellectually capable people come from the southern part of Nigeria. So imagine, because of the way Nigeria is set up, the average southerner can never get into leadership position because they're not a lot and because they're not Muslim. So this is how Nigeria is set up. Nigeria is set up to favor the northern part of Nigeria because they have more numbers and because they're Muslim. That's it. This is why Nigeria is chaotic. So most southerners now are calling for separation. Most southerners now are calling for regionalism because, dude, we are not going to leave the hand of our country in some guy who doesn't even know what it means to be educated. We're not going to give the future of our country and our location in the hands of somebody who probably doesn't understand the essence of, collaboration. It makes no sense. So that's why for me personally, as a southerner, I absolutely support regionalization. I support regionalism because it makes the most sense for my people. It makes the most sense for my state. I don't think, while I appreciate Nigeria and I think Nigeria needs to stay together, but we need to stay together as a confederacy. A federation does not work because what we have currently as a federation is a few people from the north deciding what happens for everybody else. And you have not even developed your region. How can you be in leadership position in Nigeria for over 2 decades? And the north is still one of the most underdeveloped places in the world, in Nigeria, in Africa.
The interest of Yoruba people now in this present administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should not be anything other than calling for power devolution and regional government, where every region is grouped according to their ethnic, linguistic identity. Hear me out. I'm talking to the Yoruba people. It's not everybody that wants regional government. It's not everybody that wants true federalism. So this is why I'm personalizing it to the Yorubas. Yes, not all want it. Some want a state indigenous bill where they will be able to call other people's territory no man's land, backed by the system, just like we have seen Benjamin Kalu proposing. Some are pushing for settler colonization, and don't be surprised because Olodumare has already blessed Yoruba land. Yoruba land is the heartbeat of Nigeria. We have the ocean, we have the river, we have the highland. Nature has already blessed Yoruba land. That is why people will always desire to settle here. That is why we are the pace setter and heartbeat of this nation. But you must be wary of settlers who are colonists. Why? Because Yoruba land is rich, and the settler does not colonize a barren land. No! The colonization of Britannia by the Romans, Anglo-Saxons, and Vikings was due to its beauty as an highland. That area you now call Istanbul suffered in history because of its beauty, because of its naturalness. Human will always want to settle and colonize a beautiful atmospheric environment and land where they can see serenity, nature, and sea. That is why Yoruba land must be protected from any form of settler colonialism. That is why Lagos must be protected from any form of settler colonialism, because there is only one Lagos in Africa, the only state with English and Yoruba name, a very small island desired by all, because it is human nature to desire good things, but it is you, the indigenous, who must reject any form of settler colonialism so that you will not lose your land through it. You see, the crazy part is that once the real indigenous lose their land, the new occupier will do everything they have to protect it and make it survive. Yes, that is how it has always happened in history. Go and fact check. That island, which we call the British Isles today, was first occupied by the Celts. It belongs to the Celts. The Germanic Anglo-Saxon tribe came, fought them, displaced them, and took the majority of their land and settled on it. When Vikings later discovered the island and wanted to take it from the Germanic Saxon tribe, who had now settled the land and ruled England after they have driven the Celts to the deep forest of Britannia, guess what? The Anglo-Saxon made sure they did what they could to protect it from the Vikings. The Vikings' raid on them were something obvious, that they had only one intention: to exterminate the whole of Anglo-Saxon and take possession of their island. But the Anglo-Saxon protected it with their last kingdom. They did what they could to survive. They did everything to protect England because they know how they had settled there and displaced the real indigenous people who are the Celts, now in present day Scotland, from that land. Once indigenous people lose their land, trust me, you can never have it again. And history will always help you to do the documentation. Look at what Trump is doing. Look at it. This is a land we all know they are not the real indigenous because it belongs to the native Indian. But because they know what they did to settle that land, they will do everything to also protect it. When your land is rich, you must always be wary of settler colonists. You must be. Settler does not colonize barren land. You see, this is not the era of medieval times when the only means settler could colonize land was through war, violence, displacement, or chaos. This is 21st century. Manipulation, gaslighting, tribal occupation of your politics and economic sector is the fastest method settler colonies now using in 21st century. Once your land has been referred to as no man's land, it is a form of settler colonialism. Once they are desperate to buy your land legally and illegally, it's a form of settler colonialism. The same desperation to colonize your land is why they are ready to buy any illegal land, illegal properties, as long as it is in Lagos. When the law now catches up with them, they will start playing devil's advocates, looking for social media sympathy, as if they don't know what they bought, as if they are not aware of it. Some will even tell you all land belongs to God, as if it was not the same God who put indigenous people in charge of it. Be wary. It's all form of settler colonialism. Nigeria is a country where every region, ethnic and tribe have their own interest. The interest of Yoruba people is self-governance and regional autonomous. Yes, now is to call for regional autonomy as a way to protect our land from settler colonists who see it as nothing but no man's land. Yes, because our rich cultural heritage, fertile soil and vast resources in Yoruba land has always been a magnet for those seeking to exploit its bounty. But you must not let history repeat itself. How Yoruba lost Ilori must always be a historical reference to all Yoruba Omoluabi for them to be wary of settler colonialism. We must protect our land, our culture, and our future by demanding true autonomy and self-determination for the Yoruba people. Regional autonomy is not just a matter of politics, it is a matter of survival. Let us stand united and assert for our right to our land and our future.
If all Nigerians can begin to think this way and come together as one people and fight for the betterment of the country, we should leave tribalism alone and see the growth of the country. One big difference between Ghanaians and Nigerians, trust me, Ghanaians also have their own battle when it comes to tribalism, but when it comes to the issue of the country, Ghanaians stands as one. Ghana comes first before any political party, any religion, any tribalism. Ghana comes first. in this country. So I wish Nigerians are able to do the same. Drop tribalism one side and face their reality and come together and fight for the betterment of our country. At this point, we need to stand as one mouth, one team, one voice. If not, we will keep rolling circle, keep bringing these leaders who will come into power and not do anything for the country. But in all of this, we hope that one day Nigeria will be a better place. And also the issue of Mr. Jude Iyenetu, also known as Igbo Chief. The Gang Traditional Council has called on Ghana police to stop any union festival in the country. At this point, it's so clear that Ghanaians do not want any New Year festival in the country. They do not want any Igbo king in the country. So at this point, there's no need to drag. This man should just respect himself, kindly go to his hometown to celebrate New Year festival over there. But when it comes to Ghana, it is not possible anymore. The Ghana traditional have also said that it will not going to allow him to do that in the country. So there's no two ways about it. You cannot do this in Ghana. Respect the law, respect the people, and respect the tradition. At this point, it's so clear to everyone, both the Igbos in Ghana, Nigerians, all know that these people do not want you to celebrate Union Festival or Igbo King in Ghana. So let's respect what the Ghana traditional people have also said. But in all of this, I would love to see your comments on the comment section of what you also think of this video. And please, at this point, if you have not liked the video, please do me well by liking the video and don't forget to share so that more people can see this video. And please, if this is the first time you are coming across this channel, please do not make it your last by subscribing. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to the channel. And I will see you in my next video. Bye for now and stay blessed.